Let's see. Okay. What's going on? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Chicago Sky got job tonight. Wait for people to get in. We all know what they was doing. She just fell on her own and the girl fell on her neck. Dang. Yeah, she hurt. She hurt her. And then Kalea Copper went down the court and fouled the hell. Ain't no love lost. Dog, it was an accident. Calm down. What's up, Nerdy Blue? Natasha Cloud seemed to have a problem with black men. Yeah, we could tell these two teams don't like each other at all. So yeah, the first half started off. The Sky in the first quarter had a great first quarter. They were moving the ball. They were getting the ball to Camilla more. Kennedy was going downhill, attacking the basket, and drawing the defenders in where she could dump it off to Camilla. This team, the problem with this team is they're not consistent. And Angel had a terrible first quarter. She missed two easy baskets. I don't know where her head at was tonight. Camilla balled out. Defensively, the Connecticut Sun were getting bailed out the whole game by fouls. They were getting bailed out more than the damn Fever. It was crazy. What's up, MDT? So we basically know what the WNBA is trying to do. They're trying to make sure they don't catch up to the Fever. The second quarter was terrible. I wanted to see Mariah Jefferson get some more burn, but I guess she made that one mistake. They took her out. I would have left her in to let her get the flow of it because they don't really have a point guard. Lizzie Allen is really not a point guard. She's a playmaker, but she's not a point guard. She's not a point guard at all. and it shows. She did not control the pace well down the stretch. This is one of the problems I have with a lot of the point guard play in the WNBA. Guys don't know how to control the pace. Jordan Canada for the Dream, she can control the pace. Natasha Cloud can control the pace. She's just a hothead. Courtney Williams for the Lynx can control the pace. Chelsea Gray can control the pace. It's not too many people. You could be a playmaker and get a lot of assists, make a lot of plays, but that doesn't mean you're a floor general. Just means you know how to handle the ball. And that really hurt us tonight. Camilla, I felt down the stretch, did a great job. I felt they should have went to I felt if Kennedy wouldn't have got hurt on that play down the stretch, they could have done well. Connecticut, I don't see Connecticut doing anything. I think their team is too herky-jerky. Marina didn't really add anything to it. She balled out tonight, but this was against her old team. Usually players who play against their old team has a big game. She had a big game. She hit some big threes. Her defense down the stretch was great. Kennedy got hurt. If Kennedy wouldn't have got hurt or would have been in foul trouble, I think the game would have been different, but the refs were calling this game, but we still had a chance to win the game. Lizzie had an open shot. Everybody was pissed off about it. I wasn't pissed off. I was glad Lizzie took that shot. She was able to go for the mid-range shot. She missed it. Maybe other times she would make it. She missed the shot. It is what it is. Like I said, this team is rebuilding. They're ahead of schedule. I've said it to everybody. We weren't supposed to be in 8th place. We were supposed to be 12th. But everybody, I guess, forgets because they don't know nothing about basketball or they read or listen. But the problem tonight was defensively. We didn't defensively in the first half. We were not rotating correctly. We were getting killed by Odato, who came off the bench. Nelson Odato, she had a great game coming off the bench. That's what killed us. We really didn't have a strong bench performance. Bantam did okay. I wish she could have got some threes down the stretch. But I wanted to see more Mariah Jefferson. I think Coach Spoon pulled her too soon. We saw Izzy for a little bit, but I saw Izzy on the bench with something on her lower back. I think she got hurt or she strained her lower back, but she wasn't well. She wasn't well at all. Finally, Sporting Page come back. What's up, Sporting Page? Glad you could make it. But Kennedy did a great job today offensively. Defensively, she has to learn how to keep her cool. This is the thing about Kennedy. Kennedy got to learn how to keep her head, make sure she doesn't lose it. But I like when she swiped that Mabry. That was a great swipe. I'm glad she did it. She sent the message to Mabry after that BS Mabry said, talking about their discipline and talking about how they were, which I felt was out of line. Mabry, just go. You're on your new team. Just go over there. A lot of free throws were missed too. Free throws got to do better. Layup package, we got to do better. But I wish Camilla and Kennedy down the stretch more could have done a lot more pick and roll together. I think they were moving the ball a lot, but Lizzie was hot. Lizzie Allen was hot in the second half, so you got to keep feeding her. The thing I loved about Camilla grew up tonight. Camilla shown that, man, she could dominate. I like the outlet pass Angel threw to Camilla. It was sort of like a shot to Marina, like I could do the same thing. But going forward, I really believe that Teaspoon is going to have to let Angel run the point forward. She's going to have to. Angel made some great passes tonight. Now her layup package is shitty. She was terrible laying up the ball and shooting the ball. She missed a couple, but I want to see her shoot more of those shots. Angel got to shoot those shots. I don't care if you go 5 for 20. You got to shoot them shots. When you got them, shoot that mid-range shot. They're going to give it to you. Keep shooting until you knock it down. Also, I want to see more high and low with her and Camilla. I think her and Camilla could have a lot on the high and lows. Yeah, they have to win the next game, but I don't know. The Aces, I think, lost tonight. So Ace is going to be coming in ready to play. But we could catch the Aces and beat the Aces. The Aces have not been playing well, and I think it's an internal fight. I'm going to talk about it on my Patreon, what I think is going on between the Aces, why the Aces are losing. Everybody probably should know, but I'm just going to clarify to everybody what's going on. I don't really want to talk about it on here because it's a speculation. And you know, it's nothing like in stone. Oh man, they let the Sun get away with a lot of questionable calls. Yeah, the Sky got robbed. We know they got robbed. You know, we know that. We know they got job. The WNBA is trying to keep them away from the fever, and they're trying to keep them where they're like under the fever. They want to keep the fever on top of the sky. So that's why they gave Caitlin Clark this easy ass schedule in the second half. They had all of this planned out. That's why I try to tell people the WNBA knew what they were doing. This is the LeBron James starter pack. If you watch the NBA, they put all LeBron's tough games early in the year. Then at the end of the year, he plays a lot of soft games. Yeah, they was killing the pick and roll. I wanted to see that more. I wanted to see more pick and roll. I wanted to see Camilla get the ball. A lot of people are like, man, Camilla has to work on posting up. She had Mabry on her on a switch twice. She should have took Mabry to school. She didn't take her to school at all. She just passed the ball up. It's like Camilla got to get a little more aggressive. But like I said, Camilla's going to be Camilla. But I just want to see more ball movement. I want to see more high and low action with Angel and Camilla. I think Angel needs to run the point. You might have to have her run the point forward at times during the game, because when she was doing that, the offense was moving much smoother. Yeah, she a rookie, but I mean, she's a rookie. So she's limited to what she can do. She doesn't have a real strong offensive game. Defensively, she got beat on the back doors a lot tonight. And Alyssa Thomas down the stretch took her to school. Now, she took Alyssa Thomas to school during some parts of the game, but down the stretch, Alyssa had to show her that, you know, I got experience. I'm the big dog. You a big dog, but you're not there yet. You still the young dog. And that's how it's gonna be. You know, until she works on her game. But the Sky should have won tonight. It is what it is. They'll get better. What's up, Montrese? But give credit where credit's due. They played a great game. The Sun, they showed their experience. They showed their experience down the stretch. They took the game. I mean, a lot of questionable calls. Yeah, the ref screwed us. What Teresa Witherspoon has to do. And this is my only gripe with Teresa Weatherspoon. You have to let your team know the refs are going to screw us. The refs don't like us. They're not going to give us any calls. So we got to fight through it. They were showing that during the game. They were forcing the refs to call fouls, and that's what you got to do. Sometimes it's like, well, I'm not getting no call. I'm going to force you to give me the call. Kobe used to do this a lot. Mike used to do this a lot. Isaiah Thomas used to do this a lot. Larry Bird, Magic, they all had a high IQ. Kobe had a great high IQ, and he knew when to get to the foul line. He knew when his shot was off or his shot was terrible. I'm just going to go at it, try to get to the line. That's why he got to the line a lot. What's up, Chandra? She made some great points. I mean, yeah, look, I love this team. I think this team is fine. I think people are jumping overboard because they forget, Chandra, that this team was put together this year. Then we got rid of Marina Mabry. And this is what I was trying to tell people is that Marina wasn't that bad. Everybody was making it like she was a bad player and she was this and that. She has her faults, but she came up big sometimes, like down the stretch. Her shot wasn't that good. She took it to the hoop. Then she made a good play on the inbound. She knocked the ball out of Bantam hand. It could have been called a foul, which she did, but they're not going to call that within that time frame. So she knocked the ball out, played great defense. So that's something that is missing is her veteranship. She has a lot of veteranship in her. Plus, Marina could play. She could play. Is she a top person? No, she's a bench player or a role player at best. And she came off the bench, did her job. The defense on her was great. We did good in spurts on defense, but the thing we got to work on is we got to work on communicating. Teaspoon has to let her team know, look, we're not going to get no fouls. So y'all got to work through it. Like, we got to stop all this crying and getting upset. Look, our coaches used to tell us, don't depend on the ref. Don't depend on the refs. You have to win the game yourself. If you depend on the refs, you lost the game. You lost the game. You got me writing a whole damn soliloquy on Kobe on my community post. That was a great video you made for Kobe's birthday today. No, you good. You good, Sporting Page. Yeah, I made that about Kobe because we got people out here hating on Kobe and keep forgetting that Kobe wanted the challenge. Everybody always bring up Game 7. Oh, the refs bailed him out. No, the refs didn't bail him out. Kobe started attacking, getting to the basket because his shot was off and he was getting the foul calls. That's what you do when you're a superstar. Michael, I know people ain't talking about bailout. Magic used to get bailed out all the time. Kareem, Isaiah. Well, Isaiah had to fight for his. Bird used to get bailed out. Plenty of guys got bailed out. It's not just Kobe. People just hated Kobe. That's all. Yeah, this is a rebuilding year. I'm not upset. I watched the game and I enjoyed it. It was a great game tonight. I just felt like there were certain parts where it's glaring that we need a point guard. Lizzie Allen is a great playmaker. Now, let me tell you guys the difference between a playmaker and a point guard. A playmaker is somebody who can make the passes. They can open the offense up with their passes. They have the ability to guide teammates to their positions. Now, a floor general is different from a playmaker. A floor general knows how to control the pace of the game. They know when to speed it up. They know when to slow it down. They know when to keep tempo. You understand what I'm saying? So a point guard, Courtney Williams, point guard, floor general. Natasha Cloud, floor general. Jordan Canada for the Dream, floor general. Van Slew for the New York Liberty, floor general. You saw her the past couple days, just the way she distributes the ball, get everybody involved. CC in Indiana, playmaker, not a floor general. She's a playmaker, which is great for them because she knows how to speed the pace up because of her skills. She, like I said, she's the best transition player in the game. Playmaker. So that's all I'm saying. You know, you got to know your difference between like James Harden, playmaker. Playmaker. LeBron James, playmaker. Not a floor general, playmaker. Rajon Rondo, floor general. Jason Kidd, ultimate floor general. Magic Johnson, ultimate floor general. Isaiah Thomas, ultimate floor general. Exactly. You got to. You can't depend on that. You know the refs are against you. The refs are against them. They're treating them like the Detroit Pistons. So we know what it is. The league doesn't want you to catch up to the fever. They want to keep you within the 8 and 9 seed. 8 or 9, that's where they want to keep you at. They don't want you anywhere near CC. They don't. Kobe would have loved Angel. Oh yeah, he would have. Kobe would have worked with Angel. He'd have went to Chicago and worked with Angel. He would have worked with her. He would have brought her to the Mamba Academy. Facts. Exactly, Mr. CM23. Forced them to make the call. High IQ. Yeah, man, but we got to close down the stretch. Lizzie Allen had the shot. DeWanna Bonner made a great play down this. I mean, Alyssa Thomas did a great play down the stretch. She got past Angel on the back door, got the ball. Kennedy fouled her. It is what it is. We got to learn. We're young. We got to learn how to close, and it's going to happen like that. That's the difference between having a floor general. The Connecticut Sun got a floor general. Alyssa Thomas is the floor general. She controls the pace of the game. Ty Harris, playmaker. Angel struggled in the first half. Absolutely. She played like dog shit in the first half. She played terrible. That's unacceptable. She played like dog shit. She got to play better than that, but she'll get there. Like, listen, for what she's done is great, but she's going to learn. She's got to learn. You got to understand, we're on a team full of spare parts. The only people I feel that we should keep is Kennedy, Angel, and Camilla. Mariah and Bantam is already there. I would keep Lizzie Allen. I would bring Lizzie Allen back, and everybody else can go. But I would keep Lizzie Allen. I would go draft me a point guard. I would draft me a 3-and-D player. And then I would go try to sign a 3-and-D player, and I would draft the point guard. And I would let Mariah, that rookie, and Lizzie go at it next year to see who's going to be the starter. Ooh, nice shot by Ryan. Yes, they should have had 2 possessions. Teaspoon should have never called that timeout. When she called that damn timeout, that messed us up. She should have never called that timeout. That was stupid. That was dumb. Ooh, bang. Good pass and shot by Monique Billings. That was a good pickup by the Phoenix Mercury. Getting on Monique Billings. Great pick. And then having Celeste Taylor. Great play. I'm not keeping Izzy. Izzy's always hurt. Izzy has something on her back on the bench. I think it was some ice. She's always hurt. And Diamond DeShields, Diamond might need to hang it up, or if I'm Diamond, I would go to a contender. But Diamond is done. I think Diamond ought to go into coaching. They called a foul on that? Okay. That's what I thought they was gonna do. I thought that we was gonna see more of her tonight, but we didn't. I think she made a mistake earlier on a pass or something, or she shot a shot. I don't know what she did. I felt like what she should have done was get more playing time. Listen, we're not gonna do nothing in the playoffs. We're not winning nothing this year. Play Mariah Jefferson because we got her on a 2-year deal, including this year and next year. See if she's worth a damn. Because we're going to draft a point guard. We're probably going to go sign a 3-and-D player. We need to know what Mariah could do. Because if Mariah could be a floor general for us, shit, that'll work. Now, if she's a playmaker, then we just going to have to use her as a backup guard. Yeah, I agree, Shyam. These players cry too much to the refs. Like Angel complained to the refs a couple times. I'm like, Angel, get back on defense. That's why we got scored on that transition play. I'm like, come on, man, stop crying. They not gonna call a foul. Like, we gotta get mentally tougher. We gotta model ourselves after the Detroit Pistons from 88, 89. From the 80s, we have to model ourselves after the Pistons. They didn't get no foul calls. They didn't get no love from the whistle. And you know what they did? They went to 3 championships, won 2. Should have been a 3-peat. But they cheated them in game 7 with that bullshit call on Lambeer on Kareem. That was a bullshit call. They screwed the Pistons. Yeah, she fine though, but I need you to play. I need you to play. Izzy needed to tough it up. She didn't toughen it up. What's up, Brooklyn? Man, chilling, man. Talking about the game. Oh, good finish. DT with the strong finish, man. Mercury getting on these Atlanta. What's up, Leaf Diggy? Yo. What's up, Adam Hurley? Kennedy Carter is a starter, Adam. Kennedy was sick the past 2 days, the 2 games. That's why she came off the bench. She was sick. He said, drop the link. Hold on, let me drop it. She was sick, Adam. She was sick, so she is a starter. That's what I'm saying. Listen, we got positives out the game. Camila Cardoso has been balling. She has been balling. And we need to run the offense through her. ASAP.
Yo.
What's up, Lee?
Ain't shit. I gotta tell you. On Wednesday, hold on a second. Let me get this.
Pull up. Come on, Canada. What kind of shot was that? Ooh, good.
My bad. Yo, I gotta tell you. So I decided to do my little comeback stream. I'm only doing marquee games now, man. I ain't do the Liberty game because they was playing Dallas. So I was just like,
yeah, don't do that.
I was
game.
like, yeah, I ain't doing that. So Wednesday, bro, yo, we got to have a serious conversation about Minnesota because you said it a couple of weeks ago, bro, and I had let go. I had did other games with other nights where they was playing, and I didn't tune into their shit.
Right.
And I may be tuning in on maybe like 2 other games this season when they played. Hey, yo, you said it a couple of weeks ago, and I quote you on this. He said Minnesota is capable of winning any type of game.
Yes.
Any type of game.
Yes.
And the way that you do it, and first off, the way that you attack the aces, bro, you gotta attack Kelsey Plum all night long.
They
You
figured it
gotta
out.
attack you gotta attack Kelsey Plum, and you have to do it with a scoring guard. Courtney Williams was murdering. I'm
That's the
telling, bro,
female.
murdering, bro.
That's the female Tony Parker, dog. I
Yeah,
told
bruh,
everybody
yo,
that's
her
the
mid range
female Tony
all night.
Parker.
She shot 80-something% on
Yep,
her 22 points. What 10 assists, 7
yep,
rebounds. Kayla
yep.
McBride ain't even had. Kayla McBride was an afterthought. As far as
They don't.
and
Kayla play like that. The thing with Kayla's very streaky.
yeah,
She's like another Marina Mabry. They're good, but they streaky. Like you remember on
right.
2K when you had that wild card player,
Oh
that's
yeah, yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
yeah.
they are.
Right, right, right,
That's how
right.
they play like for real. Like they're a
I,
wild card player. Like they'll either go good or they'll go bad. But they didn't really. Courtney Williams, dog. When I seen her play, I said, "Oh my
murdering,
God,
bro.
this is Tony Parker.
This
This is
is
Tony
Tony
Parker
Parker coming right
all
off the
day."
screens, mid range,
Yep, mid
money.
range murder.
I said Collier had a good game, but I think Collier was controlling the pace mostly. The
She
way she was
was.
controlling the pace, she was getting the ball up the court quickly because they
Mm-hmm.
ran double. Like what they did is they kind of run double guard action, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
especially off the rebounds. Like if Collier get the rebound, she'll push it up there. She'll push the ball up the court real quick, but the story of that game and that they completely dissected the Aces defense completely
Mm-hmm.
because and they read that BS pick and roll that
Hold on, real quick. On the Patreon, guys, I'm gonna tell you what's going on with the Aces on the inside. I'm gonna tell you guys.
oh yeah I got I had to peep, bro, because I did I ain't like I signed up for it not too long ago, but I had switched my card, so I got to sign up for it again. But
Hold
yeah,
on, real quick, Leaf. I love Kennedy, but this game showed me if she wants to be a leader, she has to control her temper. She's going to be a liability in a tight game. Yeah, that's facts. Look, this is what I told y'all about Kennedy, but everybody who a Kennedy fan like HD, you a hater. You am I a hater now? Like she has a problem keeping her cool. And this has been a problem, but she's with the right coach because Teaspoon could match her crazy. Teaspoon
exactly.
crazy. Like
Yeah,
people don't
Teaspoon
understand.
is
Like
crazy.
Teaspoon like a smile. She'll be your best friend. She like your mom. She your best friend. Want to see you succeed. Soon as you effed up, Kennedy, get your ass, get here. She just pointed down. Kennedy ran over there. Man, but I ain't do nothing, no mama.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
and,
That's a fact.
and that's
I think Teresa Weatherspoon is the right identity for like that group. You know what I'm saying? And that group of captains.
she's just a young coach, dog. She's a rookie coach. People got to give her some time. She has some mistakes. She has some mess ups and stuff. Hey, it happens. But I'm trying to tell people they are not supposed to be in this situation. This
They
is what
not.
I said. This is what I said on Showtime channel. Shout out to the big dog Showtime. I was on his channel the other day, and I told him, like, bro, they're not even supposed to be in this position. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna lose some games now. They're gonna lose some games down the stretch. But they're gonna win some where you're gonna be like, how the hell did they win that game? They should have won tonight. Lizzie just missed a clutch shot at the end. It happens. But that
You
shows
talking
me.
about my you talking about my homie Showtime on point on point sports?
Yeah. Showtime, I remember him
Yeah.
on
That's
ticket. He got dreads
yeah.
and shit, glasses.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah, that's
homie,
my
bro. Like shout
dog.
out to him.
Yeah. Yeah,
Shout out.
he know about me. He said, man, I've been seeing your videos. I know you HD. I know who you are. I said, man, real recognize real,
That's a
That's
fact,
my
man.
guy
Shout
there.
out Show, bro. Like, cause
Yeah, Showtime a real dude. So we was talking about it, and I told him, I said, bro, they not finna make no moves, bro. They finna go with this team. This is basically the preliminary on who gonna stay and who asses is going to the expansion team or getting cut. This is an
that's a fact.
audition. So all I know is Kennedy gonna be back. Angel's gonna be back. Camilla's gonna be back. Mariah and Bantam gonna be back. They might bring Lizzie or Michaela back. I would bring Lizzie back, and what I would do is I would try if Lizzie don't want to come back, I'm gonna try to sign me a veteran point guard. Then I'm gonna draft me a rookie point guard with that first pick, and then I'm gonna go try to sign a 3-and-D player, and then go from there. Because you could get the point guard for cheap, because everybody gonna sign a 1-year deal because they're redoing the CBA. So everybody's not going to sign a long term yet. So you can get you a nice little guard, then get you a 3-and-D player, and then draft you a guard. If you got another pick, try to trade to get another pick or something, a lower pick, grab some players, man, and go to work and just go sign some other players and be ready for camp. That's what I would do, and go from there.
Facts, definitely facts. But but Minnesota, man, I think defensively, bro, I think they got it figured out, because the thing is, it's like they scouted that BS pick and roll that they was running with Asia all night long. They was just like that. Like, the thing is, every time she went to that spin move, it was a double waiting for her. It was a double waiting on her, bro. Almost every single time.
Chandra Smith. Yeah, the Sky and Fever gonna be televised. Come on, that's white girl TV. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Sky Fever definitely gonna be televised. They made too much money. They realized the money that they made off of that in NCAA, so they gonna televise that. So
they gonna televise that. Yeah, that's money.
But the Lynx is the real story. I think the Lynx is the real story. And that's not me throwing shade on the Liberty, because I want the Liberty to win. But at the same time, I think Minnesota is capable of winning any type of game. You said it like a couple of weeks ago. If you want to play a grinded out defensive game, they could win that. That's right up their alley. If you want to play an up and down game in terms of pace, they could do that. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, they shooters are streaky, but the thing is, they go-to players, Courtney and Collier.
Yeah.
They like, the thing is, they know how to control pace. They know how to take their time. They know how to remain poised. Courtney is just like Tony Parker, bro. She don't really lose a cool. Remember how Tony Parker was in them late San Antonio years, where he just slow the game down, and he knew what he was doing, and he knew where his bread was buttered.
That's a floor general who controls pace. And that's what I had to tell people, the difference between a floor general and a playmaker. A playmaker can give you 15 assists, but that doesn't mean they're a floor general. It just means that they know how to get the ball to you in certain positions. A floor general, somebody gonna have everybody able to move in different places, like a chessboard, and knows how to control the pace of the game. They're never they're never gonna let you push their pace away. They're gonna run it how they want to run it. That's a floor general. So that's what people fail to realize. They be looking at these stats. That's why stats is destroying the game. Not only stats, like analytics, all of this stuff is destroying the game. Like, Jalen Rose said it best. Like, they created the positions for you guys to follow it. Like, you a power forward, you could run the point, or you're a center, you could run the point, whether it's from the low post, the high post, the baseline, the top of the key. You can run the point. It's your skill set determines what you're going to be on the court. Just because you're 5'7", 5'8", or 5'10", or 6 feet doesn't mean you're necessarily a point guard. You could still be a shooting guard or a scoring guard. It's just that's your height. So you're dictated to be that. But that doesn't mean you're a definite point guard. And that's why I feel a lot of these coaches today are terrible. They don't know how to adjust to their personnel. They don't. They think their personnel is supposed to run through, because this person's the smallest person on the court. They're supposed to be a point guard. Hell no, this dude make it drop 15 or 18 in no time. So I'm going to try to set him up to get a score every time. And I'm going to have the point run through either my big men or my 3, or sometimes my 2. My 2 may be the point guard. So people need to understand your skill set determines what you are. Like, when you're on the court, everybody on the court around you could be about 5'10", 5'11", playing against other 5'10", 5'11s. Shit, one dude might say, yo, I got the post. He gonna handle the post, get the rebounds. This dude could be the playmaker. This dude's the gunner. So he the gunner. Shit, you gonna get him the ball every time, so he can go and score and change the pace of the game from his scoring. So these coaches today, to me, don't understand these young players. They don't understand. They don't understand the game. They just understand from the lies being taught to them, like, oh, you got to have 10 assists or 8 to 10 assists. That means you're a point guard. No, Tony Parker averaged 5 assists. He was a point guard.
Sure
You
was.
know, it's like, what are we talking
And
about?
his advantage, bro, was advancing the ball in pace. That was
Yeah.
his advantage, bro. Like the thing is, he averaged about the most he averaged on a good season, bro, was probably 6 to 7, maybe. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, bro, his job was to give the ball up and not dime. It's like the thing is, the playmakers are dime hunters. They looking for the dime almost every time. They looking to draw the double team and get the dime. Like
Right.
that's what they're looking for 9 times out of 10. The
Right.
floor generals, bro, are gonna move the ball around and conduct the offense properly. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna conduct the offense. They know where everybody is supposed to be. They know when they know when to push the pace and when not to push the pace. They know when to slow it down, when to speed it up. They know
Mm-hmm.
when to drop it in the post and feed the big man and when not to. They know when
Yep.
not to, like they are not have the thing is they're not heavy on turnovers. They're not heavy on turning the ball over. They understand double teams. They understand switches. They understand all of those things. Playmakers, they understand that too, but mostly it's because of their advantages. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like mostly a playmaker is mostly somebody that's gonna get their bucket, out of a near double team, or like they're gonna shoot tough shots just so they don't turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? Just so they don't really make mistakes. But at the same time, a playmaker, bro, like they they understand bro, where they bread is buttered, and they understand when to pass and when not to pass, and when to go for
Right.
10 dimes and when to go for 5 or 6 or 7, and not
Right.
look for dimes all the time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like, and that's what I saw the other night. Well, with Minnesota, man, they completely dissected. They said every time they saw Kelsey Plum, that shit was food. That was a steak and crab dinner, bro. Like that's every
Mm-hmm.
time they saw her. And the thing is, the one thing I hated about the Aces that night, Jackie Young, bro, like she gets still a good player, but she could easily panic as well. Because
Yeah.
the thing is like if Asia is not going, and if Asia's getting double teamed and she's not getting going properly, they panic. Chelsea
Yeah,
is
they do.
Chelsea Gray could only hold them together but for so long, and I see it. The thing is, they start to panic. Jackie starts to panic. Kelsey starts to, at the end of the third quarter, Kelsey starts whining about calls and the referees and this is how I'm like, you know what, Minnesota gonna win this game
Kelsey
because they
want to
already
be a
distracted.
star. Kelsey's problem is she wants to be a superstar, and she's not. She wants to be the star of the team. She respects Asia and all them, but she wants to be the star, like she was at Washington. She was a star. She was a gunner. She got to her spot. She was a hell of a gunner. Now Kelsey can play, but if you want to win championships, you got to know your role. You got to know that, okay, they're going to attack me. So you got to come up with different ways on how to help yourself. Then not only that, you and Jackie got to step up when Asia's either off or Chelsea's off. They got to do that. You got to step up, and then also it's hurting the Aces is their bench. Their bench has been non-existent, and it's because I believe they didn't know Candace Parker was going to retire like that this year. Because remember, Candace was supposed to come back. She retired.
Right.
So she
That's yeah, right.
retires,
That's
and that messed them up because Candace was their playmaker. She was their go-to player. She knew how to get the second unit going. She could play with anybody
that,
because that's Candace Parker, that girl. She the real CP3, I always say. so
yeah, all the
So,
time.
so she can play. But hold on, let me get to these comment sections. We'll get back to talking. I blame Teaspoon, Kennedy, and Angel for this loss. Teaspoon made some questionable calls, and Kennedy and Angel disappeared in the crunch. If y'all want to be the best players, y'all have to demand the ball. I don't think they disappeared. The offense dictated to go to Lizzie and Camilla down the stretch. I wouldn't have gone to them because Kennedy and Lizzie, remember, Lindsay was killing. Lizzie and Camilla was killing all night. Angel had a terrible night offensively. So Angel was deferring getting the ball to Camilla. She was pointing to get the ball to Camilla and stuff. And then Angel got some points down the stretch. She was getting to the foul line. She got to the foul line, knocked down some free throws. Kennedy got hurt down the stretch. Plus, she was in foul trouble. That kind of messed up her momentum. But I don't think they shied away from it. But I mean, if you feel that way, Brooklyn, hey, no argument for me, dog. You may have saw that. I saw that they went the offense. I watch how the game is going, like to dictate who's going to get the ball. And Lizzie was hot, and Camilla was hot, so I would have gone to them. I was upset down the stretch because they kept giving it to Michaela. Now, Sky don't look as bad as people say. I hope they stay to the three. Yeah, they didn't look bad. I mean, they weren't bad. I mean, they had a bad second quarter. Other than that second quarter, they were good all of the other quarters. However, I would keep Kennedy, Angel, and Camilla and go from there, and I'll just add pieces. Lindsay stopped playing with pace. Well, Lindsay's not a point guard, Johnny. She's a playmaker. That's what I'm saying. She's a playmaker. She can she makes different. She knows how to get the ball to certain spots, but she doesn't know how to control the pace. That's why you notice during the game it was up and down, up and down. When it's up and down like that, that means you ain't got no floor general. I'm not blaming
That's exactly what it means. And the thing is like you could tell who know how to pick apart these defenses, bro. Like, and the thing is, one thing about a lot of these teams, you could tell in certain areas they could get exposed. And
Yeah.
I seen it. Like, the Liberty, their problem is they just like I don't know what it is with the Liberty, bro. They starting to piss me off because they could beat the hell out of a team that's a marquee matchup one night, and then they play with their food the next night. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like JJ Jones is getting more and more away from the basket.
Yeah,
I'm not liking that.
That's the person. JJ. She's going
Yes.
to dictate whether the Liberty win or not.
Yes.
Because she has to be big in the post.
Yes.
The problem with JJ is like she'll play against certain people and she'll play either up to her competition or low
Yes.
to the competition.
Yes.
And she does that all the time. Like if
Yes.
you're a better, a lot of people I know who bet hate her. They like, I hate her. Because one game she'll have 30 and like 10 or 11 and like 5. Next game she'll have 9, 8, and like 2. It's like, what? What?
I don't. Yeah, I'm not going.
It's like did the Monstars come and take your
HD, bro. I swear on everything, bro. Listen, I was on my way to putting the parlay up. Something told me to stop it, bro. And my homie had did it. He was like, yo, I'm putting a parlay on. She gonna go, and she went off. And then he doubled back and then do the shit the next game, bro. And he lost. Like, I'm like, yo. He's like, yo, this shit really sold me. I'm like, oh, bro, I knew something was bad was gonna happen, bro. I'm like, yo, she is the real engine of that team. Don't get me wrong. Stewie, and Sabrina, if they can get going, like, but the thing is, they could also get cold. Because the thing is, they settle a lot. They set that like their shooting. It like can only carry the Liberty so far, and the Liberty shoot a lot of threes. But the thing is, you don't need JJ getting out there. She has to go off in the paint. She has to establish herself in the post early and often. Once she does that,
she gotta be tough. She gotta be tough. She hurt, like I said, she plays up to certain people and she plays down to certain people. Like if she knows she could dominate, she gonna go off. But if she knows she's gonna have problems, she gonna stick around that 3-point line all day. She does it. She did it against Angel and them.
She sure did.
Angel be putting her foot in JJ ass. JJ got off on her the last couple times, or the last time she did, not the last couple, but the last time she got her. But she still was drifting to the 3-point line a lot.
Yes, very much so. And I think, and a lot of people was talking about like the Liberty coming back from a lot of the injuries and whatever. And I understand that. The thing is like JJ, if you look at her exclusively, when she played back to the basket, most of last year and the year before, that was cool. Like everybody was feeling that, everybody was understanding that. But now, like the more and more like don't get me wrong, bro. Like listen, the draft is getting they get more and more big girls to basically, wrestle down with her in the paint. But at the same time, she gotta understand, bro. Like you still gotta establish down there. These young and these girls is younger, bro. Like, and the thing is, I'm telling you, Chicago gonna be at a certain point where ain't nobody that paint gonna be so sold up that you gonna have to have like an elite guard or elite wing to really get the better of them. Because once they start figuring it out, and once they start getting all of their pieces together, because listen, Kennedy Carter is what she's everything that she's supposed to be right now.
Yeah,
Camilla,
I love Kennedy, but hold on, let me answer these questions. I'm blaming the players who want the glory when we win. When we lose, if they didn't step up, it's on them and stuff. I feel you. I mean, I have no issues blaming them. Yeah, Angel had a terrible game offensively, but defensively and in rebounding, she played a hell of a game. She got an A for that, but her offense, she gets a D- tonight for her offense. So yeah, like I don't have a problem with that Brooklyn and Kennedy, yeah. But like I said, I watched the game and felt like, to me, it really was nobody's fault. To me, the refs kind of took the game away from them. But down the stretch, I think they all lost. Like as a team, they lost. The Connecticut Sun did what they were supposed to do. DeWanna Bonner got on her Michael Jordan. Go to the lane, get your foul call. They just out experiencing them. Alyssa Thomas did the same thing. So you basically saw a team who's experienced and a team who's inexperienced. A team who can get whistled on but still play through it, and a team who got a lot of whistles and struggled to play through it. That's all it was. They just got to gain experience. Teaspoon have Kennedy shook and give it that look. I'm done talking to you. You can get out my face now. Yeah, Mrs. CM23. Brooklyn, the Sky aren't even in the game without Reese and Carter. Brooklyn's not saying that, Adam. He's just saying that if they want to, he wanted to see them demand the ball more down the stretch. And I ain't got no issue with that. I mean, Brooklyn know his shit. He also got to look at
what up, yo? What it do,
HD, hold on, bro. I'm gonna get on the computer. Hold on, I'm dropping.
Okay. He also got to look at that only 2 people are playing right now for the Sky that was on their team last year. Yeah, we know that. I mean, Brooklyn's not saying that, bro. Like, y'all misunderstanding what Brooklyn's saying. Brooklyn is saying that if you're the best player on the team, demand the ball more and stuff. And that's how he feels. I mean, he has a right to feel that way. There's a lot of people that feel like that.
Yeah, my bad.
Sky don't look as bad as people make them seem. I hope. Hold on, I'm reading the comment section strictly. Hold on. Sky don't look as bad as people make them seem. I hope Ken, AR, and KC stay together. They tough. I mean, I hope Ken stay too. She's a restricted free agent, so I believe they're going to match whatever offer comes their way. I mean, I hope Ken stay. Like I said, we don't know where Ken wants to be. We'll know at the end of the season. Doesn't matter, Adam. The Bulls wouldn't be the Bulls without Jordan, but at the end of the game, in crunch time, he made sure he had the ball making a play. Yeah, but that's Jordan. Everybody better look out for Seattle. They just picked up Gabby. I'm gonna talk about Seattle in a minute. They kind of pissed me off. I'm gonna talk about them. Maybe they should have kept Mabry. No, they did not need Mabry. No. Our Kennedy and Angel, they can't disappear in crunch time. They needed to trade Mabry for picks. This is also why I tell people to understand the side phenomenal Duncan. Why are you complaining? Oh, we almost meet a team with second best record in the league with Mabry being the best scorer on the team. So that shows we don't need her. Plus, we have 2 picks that will make us better next year. Exactly. Vinny the Microwave Johnson, absolutely probably the best 6-man in history. If there's so much without Mabry, why aren't they winning? Because they're not winning. I mean, they got beat by a team that has more experience than them. Y'all act like Phoenix is a trash team. Phoenix is in the 6th seed. They're the 6th seed for a reason. And plus they match up. Plus they match up well against the Sky. The Phoenix Mercury's defense is great on the inside of the paint. What are the Sky's strength? Inside of the paint. Where are their weaknesses? Their perimeter. What is Phoenix great at? The perimeter. So that's why they beat the Sky twice. Better.
Exactly
Adam, I
why.
wasn't talking to you. How about minding your business? Talking. That's what Tony Parker was great at. All right, what do you guys think about Fee Collie for MVP? I've been said it. I called Fee earlier this year. Brooklyn, I didn't know you were since. Okay, they going at it.
Collie
Kelsey
from
Plum has been in a
Minnesota.
slump. She lost her touch. She won't be one as long as Asia around. Yeah, Plum will be all right. I'm gonna talk about on my Patreon. If you're on my Patreon, you're gonna know what it is about Kelsey Plum.
Calm down.
Bro, she got her points by playing with pace. When she slowed down was when she got stuck. Here's my point, bro. Lindsay got a career high tonight. Look what she done from that point forward. I didn't say nothing wrong, Johnny Lewis, about Lindsay. Lindsay, she didn't play with no pace. She was just playing to what the offense was dictating. Playing with pace is where I control whether we go fast or slow. Lindsay's not good at that, because if Lindsay was good at that, we would be in the 6th seed right now, not the 8th seed. We would be winning right now. We wouldn't be struggling to get a win. Like, she's good at going along with what the game is giving her. But if you watch the game, Alyssa Thomas outplayed her because from a floor general standpoint, because Alyssa's a floor general. Alyssa switches the pace. If you watch the Olympics, when we were getting our ass kicked, Alyssa came in and switched the whole pace up of the game. The game got switched when she got in there. And that's when we started balling. Alyssa Thomas was the MVP of our team in the Olympics. But they're not going to give her credit because she don't have the huge stat line. What's up, Strictly?
Not much, my kings. How y'all doing?
Strick, what up, bro?
Don't be going left, man. Don't be going left.
Here we go. You see,
I gotta give a disclaimer.
You see how our people don't know how to act? You can't take our people nowhere.
I ain't talking about my people. You my peoples. I ain't talking about any other people. I'm talking about you. You my peoples. You don't leave my peoples. Yes, I don't know about any other peoples. They weren't there with me when I was in the cot.
Rick, what you got going on, man? What's the word?
See, this would piss me off about Phoenix Mercury. They some good sorry ass mother effers. How you play good and then you play trash? Now you want to play good. It's like, what?
Listen, hey, look, that's been the story of a lot of teams this year. And I think the team that you was really on the money about, that's why
CM 23. Here we go.
Hold on, baby. Cut Leaf off. Go ahead, Leaf.
Yeah, like the team that you was on the money about, and I had to really focus on, and I came in at the top of the hour was Minnesota. I really and I seen the way that they execute with Collier and Courtney Williams, and I'm seeing the way that they know how to pace themselves. They know how to pace themselves, and they got a lot of shooters on their team. Their bench is kind of good too, because they got Maisha Hans-Allen on the bench as well, and she's a good piece for that bench, and she knows how to help that bench come along.
They traded for her. Remember, she was in Washington.
She was in Washington.
She, like, Maisha Hans-Allen was in Washington, and I told everybody that she's a beast. And when they traded and got her, I said, I don't know, dog.
That might be the move.
Might be in trouble, dog.
You absolutely right. I think that might have been the push, bro. Like, because for most of the first half of the season, if you heard me come in here, I was on Seattle a lot because I thought Seattle had most of the pieces. They finally got a point guard to alleviate pressure from Jewel Lloyd. They got Sky Diggins. They got Izzy Mag is good. She could give you a good double every night. And she could score as well. She could play on the rebounds, block shots. NECA has been very good for them, but the real piece for them is Horston. Horston, you told me because you put me on about her. You put me on about Horston. That was their small forward. She was like the glue player that keeping everything together. The problem with the Sky is like it's games where they could be free throw merchants, bro. But at the same time, they don't really capitalize outside of that. If they ain't really going to the line, but like a lot of times they get rattled. You know
You
what I'm
talk
saying?
about the Storm or the
I'm talking
Sky?
about Seattle. Yeah, Seattle.
Okay, the Storm. Okay.
Yeah. So like the thing is, everybody keep telling me he was like, "Yo, bro, don't put no stock in the Jew Lloyd, man, because like the thing is, she could get struggle games. She can have struggle games where she come up short, bro. But I thought Necker was really the one kind of holding it down because she was the one getting the rebounds, scoring, getting the assists, playing defense. She was doing a lot of the little things for that team. I thought Necker was the boost that they needed, and Sky Diggins, bro, was your point guard, and she controlled a lot of pace. Sky Diggins didn't make too many mistakes. The problem is, at the end of the day, if Drew Lloyd don't have them big games, then they basically render obsolete. They basically playing teams to a stalemate. You know what I'm saying? But Minnesota, man, I think Minnesota, they got all the pieces. I really, really think they got all the pieces. I think they got everything it takes, man, to disrupt this three-peat by the Aces, man. Like I think they really do because they beat them handily the other night. That game wire to wire, they was beating them. I didn't even watch none of the games tonight because I was outside. But they put on a master class. The shooting wise, it was just lights out. They shot 60% from the field and 60% from three. I ain't never seen no shit like it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know, man. Like, yo, love, we gotta have a strong conversation about Minnesota, man.
Yeah,
Strong
we'll see.
conversation.
My only thing with them is when the three's not going, they can go to the inside and they can play defense. The thing about them is they have the best defense, I think, in the W.
In the league,
So
they have the best defense in the
yes,
league. Yes, they do.
so that'll
And,
help them out.
they beat the Aces again tonight. I ain't even watched that game. I ain't really want to watch it. I'm like, I ain't watching them get beat again.
I'm gonna watch it again. Right now, I'm watching Atlanta and Phoenix. I didn't get to watch it. This is a good ass game, but
Hold up, no,
Phoenix is playing now and stuff. And Taurasi finally, when Taurasi play and go off and shit, that like ignites the team. Kalea, she good. The problem with Kalea is you don't know which Kalea you're gonna get.
that's a fact.
And
Yeah.
that's her issue.
Kalea is basically that's a flip of the coin right there.
Right.
That's a big time flip of the coin type of player. But yo, I got a serious question, bro. Yo, did the Aces screw up Asia Wilson unanimous MVP this year? Because I thought she was winning that handily.
Do I think did they what? Screw it up?
Yeah, because I don't think like it like as you said something a couple of weeks ago when they got killed by Kennedy Carter. They lost their focus. They lost a lot, like Kelsey and Jackie and all of them. They lost a lot of their focus. I really think they getting too rattled, bro. Like I don't think Asia is doing everything she can to keep to keep their focus, man. But they could get rattled way too easily, man. I don't know what it is. HD. This shit is wild to me.
I just think they're going through a slump right now. They're going through the trying to get a three-peat, hangover. It happens. I think when they get to the playoffs, I think they'll lock in. But my thing is, I think what messed them up is they don't have anybody who could come off that bench and just give them instant offense. Because soon as Asia go to the bench, their team just goes down scoring wise.
You absolutely right. I thought the player for them was Hayes. Hayes came off the bench, bro. And she didn't really have the spark that she.
Hayes is good, but Hayes is inconsistent, and she's older. She's not the younger Hayes anymore, but she's straight. Her thing is she's kind of inconsistent, but not only that is Kelsey and Jackie and them for some reason is coming down court and they're jacking up threes. Chelsea as well. Like when they start to panic, they're jacking these threes up instead of just going to the basket. To me, all three of them are big guards. They could get to the basket anytime they want. Kia Stokes to me is another liability to me on offense. She's good defensively, but offensively, she's not really giving them anything. Gustafsson ain't doing shit. She's just a body. She's just a body out there, and she isn't really helping anybody. She's a body, and then you got and then Kate Martin. Like Kate Martin's not ready yet. You know, Kate Martin, she's not ready.
And I feel like Aisha Clark, bro, like she's just a shooter. Like at this point, they don't have nobody to.
Yeah, Alyssa Clark has lost a step. She's kind of done. So they gotta. So to me, that's who they were trying to bank on. Sid is good for energy, but she's not going to do anything outside of energy and play hard. She's not really going to give you buckets. She's not really going to lock anybody down. You know, she's just the engine to keep it going. Like if it's going good or if it's kind of bad, she could come in and change the course by passing the ball or getting the ball to certain people. So
better in presence.
Yeah. So they're not. So yeah. So their thing is, I felt they should have signed somebody to. They should have signed somebody, and they would have been fine, in my opinion.
Facts. I you know what? I think that's probably what they missed out on. They I think at the trade deadline they definitely should or could have signed somebody, could have traded for something to help lead some of that bench. The second that Asia Wilson go out, man, pretty much everybody on their lineup that's out on the lineup is food. That is chicken curry sandwiches out there, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. They was getting picked apart. And if Minnesota could beat them handily, double digits each game that they play, if they could handily beat the Liberty each game that they play defensively, because the thing is, whatever's not going for Minnesota, they could get it done in other ways. They could defend. They could defend with the best of them. They could rebound. They could still keep you at. They could still keep your offense at like a minimum. You know what I'm saying? And I think Minnesota, it's a good chance, man, that they might that Nafessa Coley. I think she had 27 and 18 tonight. 27, 18, and 5 tonight. I got to relook at this game because I looked at the last game and I knew Minnesota could win that game, but to beat them back to back in the same week by double digits convincingly like this, man, that got to say something. And the Minnesota,
don't count the fever out, Mr. CM23. Kelsey Mitchell is on a heater right now.
Yes, she is.
And and Aaliyah Boston is coming into her own. And I told people Aaliyah Boston is the 12th best player in the game. Told people that, and she's showing it. They're gonna do their thing.
Shout out Aaliyah Boston, man. I think Aaliyah Boston. I said Kelsey Mitchell. She got me. I was hooked on her after the Phoenix game. I don't know the Phoenix game on ESPN some weeks back when they played Phoenix. They was down that game. Phoenix started that game maybe 23-6. And Caitlin Clark wasn't playing terrible, but she wasn't playing great either. Aaliyah Boston had got the fast break running because when you get Caitlin Clark out in transition, she could easily play make. She's getting better as a passer, little by little.
In transition.
In transition. Kelsey Mitchell, like her overall hustle on that game and her overall effort and the shots that she was hitting, was just big, that just came up big. And I seen the same thing with Courtney Williams. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Kelsey Mitchell, man, she's starting to put on, she's starting to heat up. I think the Fever could make a push.
Yeah, I think the Fever gonna get to the 6th seed.
Yeah. Because like Phoenix is pissing me off. I don't know what the hell they doing, man. Like they just it's like you said, they one of the best. They one of the best trash teams something like that. I don't know what the hell to call them.
Good sorry ass team. They're a good sorry ass team, bro.
They good sorry ass team.
They're like, if they show up, they can beat you. If they want to be lackadaisical, they ain't feeling it today, they're gonna get beat. You know, like that's just how they play. And to me, like Kalia Copper offensively, she's so. However, defensively, she's a dog. She's a beast defensively. So if her offense isn't going, defensively, she can get it going. So that's the thing that I think. But I still think the Mercury are dangerous. The Fever are dangerous, and the Fever. I said it before the season. I said the Fever could get as high as the 6th seed, probably 8th seed at worst. I said that before the season. I said the Sky could be 7th seed at the highest, or they could be 9th seed at the worst. I told everybody that because I seen what type of team they had, and I knew the problem for them was going to be lack of 3-point shooting, lack of a floor general. They got some playmakers, like Kennedy Carter's a playmaker and she's a scorer. Lindsay's the same way. It's just what's killing them is their guard play. Their guard play has been terrible all season. And everybody's talking about Mabry, like we need to get rid of Mabry because Mabry's contract was too big. Plus, we got 2 picks from him. And then we got 2 players who they could be good role players and backups next year. So you can just add to that because everybody damn near on the team is an unrestricted free agent. It's only like a couple, I think, that's restricted, like Kennedy's restricted and somebody else. But
yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
Everybody else unrestricted. So we can get
with the new CBA and everything coming up, man, they all gonna try to restructure the deals and try to do the best thing for the deals and everything. So that ought to come into play too, man. But I'm gonna try to get some more games in this week because I did like the Minnesota game was interesting to me, but I'm trying to get back to some of the good old white girl and black girl games. I'm trying to get back to that, man. I think the fever game I did, man, that was up, and then I did a Sky game. My man on show, he always do the Sky game, so
yeah, the Fever got a good team. They're a good team, but their problem going to be going forward is can they sign Kelsey Mitchell back? Because it's Kelsey Mitchell last year, and they ain't re-signed her, and I don't know. I think she might sign back. Or she might go somewhere else and stuff. If she goes somewhere else, that's going to really hurt them because she's their closer. She's the closer. Caitlin's the starter. She gets it started. Aaliyah Boston's the best player. So you gotta, if you get rid of that, then you're gonna be in trouble. So you want to make sure you could sign. I'm signing Kelsey Mitchell now.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, for sure. I gotta sign her now, man, before she even attempt to do anything else. Because if you lose her, then you got to figure out who's gonna be a closer then, and that means you putting all of your faith in on CC, man. And I think CC gonna have too many roles in her hand as the lead guard anyway, man. But because the thing is the way that they
CC will be fine. My only issue with CC is that she's a front runner. That's it. Other than that, she's a solid player. They could put it on. They could put a lot on her and stuff. She'll be fine. She's a solid player. But my only issue with her is that just keep the turnovers down, and don't be with the front running. You had that same energy. Just had that same energy. No, I mean she is, dog. She a front runner, but she's raw. You know what I'm saying? She's good, but she's a front runner. And she's a crybaby and she's a dirty player, but she's a solid player. I mean, I would have her on my team. She could play. I'm not even gonna lie. She could play the game. But that's my only issue with her. She's good. I don't think she's a generational talent, but she's a good player. She's a solid player. I
think Aaliyah Boston is coming into her own definitely. With this being her second year, but it's gonna take a lot. I think it's gonna be interesting to see, how them in Chicago grow. And
We would
how
just
they
get Carter. I mean, Kennedy Carter's not going to Indiana too real. Like, Kennedy's going to stay with Teresa Witherspoon. Nobody's going to be able to handle her sporadic behavior. Like, I
not
love
at all.
Kennedy. I love Kennedy, but Kennedy, she has her temperaments.
That's a
And I
fact.
don't want to say anything because I don't want anybody to feel I'm down on a black woman. I'm not. But she has her temperament. Her and Caitlyn on the same team. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna
It's not.
work. That
It's
them
not.
two
It's not gonna work at all.
them two energies will never match. Kelsey is a better fit because Kelsey keeps a cool head through the game.
Right. Right. But I think the proper you was right from the money, bro. The proper temperament for Kennedy Carter is definitely Teresa Witherspoon.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't think anybody else right now can handle her. You know what
No,
I'm saying? In
no.
terms of like the way she could just because the thing is like she could be so radioactive with just her emotions alone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is like you need somebody that's gonna like, hey yo, shake her up and get and hey, focus. Yo, get her
Yep.
back in the focus mode. All right, yo, we did what we did. Yo, that play is over. Da 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 da. But I need you to get back focused. Focus on the mission. Focus on what you're supposed to do.
What's up,
And then
Jay
we gonna go
Hawkins?
from here. Yeah, let me shut this shit down, bro, because I gotta get up in the morning any damn way. I gotta get up a couple of hours.
All right, then, bro. Do your thing.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. Peace.
Yeah. That was Lee Diggy. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him. Watching this Phoenix Atlanta game, fourth quarter, 69-67. I know everybody probably saw it already earlier. Rewatching the replay. Guys making great points. Brooklyn, I agree. Salute Jay Hawkins. If they fall out the playoffs, as long as it's not worse than Dallas. I said the same thing. Like, as long as we're not worse than Dallas, we good. Because I'm definitely gonna be paying attention to the women's college basketball this year. Florida State, we play tomorrow, guys, against Georgia. Today against Georgia Tech. I will review that game when I get home. I'm gonna watch that game and I'll give you guys a full review of what I see. If Florida State could do something this year, I'll let you know. If they're gonna be trash, then I'm gonna tell you straight up what's going on. And then I'll talk about the other WNBA games when I wake up after I watch this. And then from what I'm seeing with the Phoenix and Atlanta, Brittany Griner took off in the second half. The bench came in, did well. Celeste Taylor and others did good. Monique Billings has done well getting the scrap plays. Kalia's Copper defense disrupting the Ron Howard and Alicia Clark has been key, and she's just been beating up Jordan Canada. She's been beating Jordan Canada ass. Alicia Clark has been on and off this game. They've been getting physical. Phoenix turned their physicality up this game. But this is what I don't understand about the Phoenix Mercury. Why the hell do you guys play good at certain times? Y'all only play good at certain games. Then you guys play like shit other games. Like, what is that? I don't believe they got a coach. I believe he's Diana Taurasi's puppet. But they're playing good tonight when they played trash the other previous nights. No, you're right, HD. Kennedy is too emotional to control herself. She gets angry. Oh, I like the shit she did to Mabry. She needed to slap Mabry in the damn head. Mabry gonna say that bullshit comment. Can't stand Mabry. Yeah, Teaspoon's the perfect coach for Kenny. That's why I'm like, where's Kennedy going? Like, we had some person, Ghost, come in here talk about, can't wait till Kennedy leave the Sky. I'm like, Kennedy's not leaving the Sky. Who gonna deal with her temperament? Kennedy is too real. She's too real. And she's gonna go off the hedges. That's just who she is. That doesn't mean she's a bad person, just means that she has temperament issues. And she has the right temperament around this team. This team knows how to control it. So I don't get people. People get upset when you tell the truth about stuff. About time Brittany Griner step up. This is the thing I ain't like about Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner got 26, 6, and 4. 6 boards, 6 assists, 4 blocks, 20 points. My thing is, why can't you play like this all the time? Now she got 22. Why can't you play like this all the time? What is the issue with BG? Is it that she's older now? Is it because she doesn't want to play no more? It's like she picks her spurts because, you know, she got off an injury. She had a toe injury earlier this year. So is the toe still bothering you guys think? Or is this just how she always play? Right, MDT. AB gonna pick up. AB ain't gonna do shit. That's not even AB's. First of all, Aaliyah Boston isn't that type of player, dude. There's nobody on the FIBA gonna put anybody on the headlock. That whole team is full of church girls. The one who's the toughest, the one who's the most dirtiest on the team is Caitlin. Caitlin's the most dirtiest on the team. Aaliyah Boston's your best player. She's not gonna fight nobody. She's just gonna play the game. Nalissa Smith's a fake tough girl. We know about her. So Kelsey Mitchell, that's probably your best bet is Kelsey Mitchell. But Kelsey ain't finna do nothing. Tania Lotson gets busy. People always talk about Flau'jae Rifles, but Tania's in her same class and gets just as busy. Yeah, Tania's nice too. I heard about Tania. What's up, new 321? Yes, I hope Mitchell leaves too. I agree. What did Mabry say? Oh, Mabry said, oh, I'm glad I'm with this team over here. It's more discipline and showing a winner mentality and that. I'm like, why didn't you just say you're happy to be with the team? You didn't have to throw shots at Chicago. That's when I told you guys, dog, she was selling those games. She was selling those games, missing them free throws and all of that stuff, allegedly. That Draymond playbook. No, Draymond, listen, Draymond, we know Draymond dirty. Draymond don't care. Draymond will tell you that he dirty. He gonna tell you he plays physical. We know Draymond a bully. CeCe the type of girl who throw a punch and then turn the other way like, oh, somebody just punched you. I don't know who did that. And then when she get caught, she be like, me? Me? Like she just looking like she innocent. It's like, and in the media, the way they be acting like she's such the nicest person in the world. No, she's a dirty player. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, she's a solid player. She's a phenomenal player, but stop lying, trying to make it seem like she don't talk trash. Don't make it seem like she's not dirty. Don't make it seem like, you know, she don't front run. Like, just be real about her. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of players that front run. Yeah, she talking about the veterans. It's like, Marina, this team is young. Like, what do you expect? You know, and they didn't like that. And, you know, and that was disrespectful. And that's why Kennedy hit her ass on the head, because she didn't like that. Because she was sending shots not only at them, but sending shots at the coach. And Kennedy don't play about teaspoon. Yeah, they had a lot of turnovers in the first half. They had 11. No, 12. They had 12 in the first half. And then they had, I think, 3 in the second half. That's how they were able to get back in the game. Diana Taurasi doing her same dirty shit she always did since she was a young player in the game. At least she knows she is. Yeah, since college. And then everybody want to get mad when you point it out. It's like, that's what she does. Like, it's not my fault she does that. That's what she does. She did it against Seattle. She did it the other day. Asia MVP case is hurting her team. No, if you're on the Patreon, I'm going to tell you what's going on with the Aces. I'm going to tell you what's going on with the Aces on the Patreon. No, that has nothing to do with it. If you're on my Patreon, after this video's over with, I am going to tell you what's going on with the Aces. That's only for the Patreon only. I am not releasing that video anywhere else. It's going to be on the Patreon only. The Patreon's only $3 a month. If you want to sign up, cool. If you don't, hey, catch you on another time. Sophie, Brick. I don't know why they like Sophie so much. Sophie be breaking her ass off. Oh, Alicia. Come on, Alicia. Oh, and one. Get it, Alicia. That's my baby. I love me some Alicia, well, fine self, with them goggles on. Love me some Alicia Gray. She be balling. Look at, get off me. Man, I love that girl. Clutch. Go ahead, goggles. But no, Asia's MVP case is not hurting her. It has nothing to do with that. It's something else going on with the Aces. Come on, Kai. It's time for you to wake up. Uh-oh, DT. Bang! Woo! White Mamba said, go to bed. Okay, White Mamba. Tina. Oh. The funny thing is, Dejanay called her out for flopping. Then a few weeks later, Caitlyn tried to mock Van Loo for flopping. Van Loo didn't even flop. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though, Brooklyn. We see that. We always see what's going on with that situation. She was doing all of that and stuff. Listen, CC is only gonna talk trash to the white players, dog. She not gonna step to the sisters. She know. That's why Skylar bumped her. Skylar bumped her because if you watch 2 plays before that, she threw her arm. Skylar went flying and regained her balance. She pushed Skylar. Skylar flew like down to the lower post area. She regained her balance and got back out there to D her up. That's why she bumped her, because she was doing that all game. And she was flaring that arm out there all game, which should have been an offensive foul. By the rule book, that's offensive foul. But if anybody else does it, if anybody else does it, it's a problem. What's up, Montrese?
What's up, man?
Chilling, Muhammad double standard. What's double standard, Muhammad? I don't understand what you're saying. What's double standard? Asia's MVP case has nothing to do with why the Aces are losing. I'm going to talk about it on my Patreon. I don't want to talk about it on here because I just don't. I'm gonna leave that to my Patreons. Oh my gosh. Diana Taurasi done turned the clock back. See, LeBron, that's what you need to learn how to do. Watch Diana hitting threes. Something you ain't got. You ain't got that skill set. She 42 years old, knocking down clutch shots. Can you do that? No, you out here running people over, running halfback dive and shit. Alicia Gray said, I got a heater on me too. Bang. What's going on, Montrese, man? What you up to?
Nah, man, just listening to you school people, man. Like you always do, you know.
Yeah, man. Every day, dog, it's the same thing, same dumb people. And then I'd be thinking they done left. They're like, man, I'm tired of hearing this guy. He's a conspiracy theorist. And they still come back trying to talk shit. It's like, they must love me, man. I guess the more haters you get, hey, the success you have.
And listen, hey, man, they giving you views. So, hey.
Yep. Hey, appreciate that. The only thing LeBron influence is flopping. Yeah, that's all these players do is flop and run over people now. Everybody trying to drop that shoulder. Diana Taurasi showing you at an old age how to play the game. 2 back-to-back clutch shots. Something that chump can't do.
At all. But he the GOAT, though, right? He the GOAT.
He gonna have another excuse this year. And everybody gonna blame Reddick. It's like the same script every day, dog. I'm like, bro, can we get tired of this? Can we get rid of this script? It's like the same script. It's like the same movie you watch every day, bro. Like it gets so tiring. That's why I said when you have a good defense and lock that up, she don't know what to do because she can't just push you out the way, can't get the 3 off and can't get to the basket. Then she's stuck. Yeah, that's what she does. And what she does is she uses that off arm, she extends it. You're not supposed to extend the off arm. You're supposed to keep it right here. You can do like this, bump with it to try to get you some space, but you can't extend it. If you extend, that's an offensive foul. They're allowing her to do that, and I showed it on the video. Everybody started watching and was like, whoa, HD, right. I'm like, yeah, like I'm not out here. I don't just be yapping the yap. Like this dude came here like, oh man, you just be yapping the yap. What does LeBron have to do with Kawhi's knee? I'm like, what is this nigga talking about? I didn't say nothing about LeBron and Kawhi's knee. I said something about Kawhi's knee. And then I said something about LeBron on 2 different occasions in the sentence I was displaying to the audience. Like, what are you talking about? See, this is what I'm saying. People don't listen. They're trolls. They create these fake accounts and they come mess with you because they don't have nothing else better to do. Because they know you're telling the truth. Because if I wasn't telling the truth, they wouldn't be trying to spam me all the time. They've been spamming my damn page, dog, for 2 years now. 2 years. 2 years they've been spamming my page. On my videos, I had one video, I had like 150, 120, 150, like 180 going up. Come back in like an hour, I'm looking at it. They got that shit down to 100 views. Where the other views went? Where they went? That's what I'm saying, dog. They be bullshitting.
Yeah, man, you know how I go, man. They haters, man.
Yeah, it's just stupid stuff. Like, come on. Good pass. Cloud. Bricks. Should have gave it to Kai. Why you ain't give it to Kalea, man? See, this would piss me off. Atlanta coach got some big tatas, boy.
Oh, yeah.
She wearing that top little whatever she got on, man. Atlanta got some fine ass women on their bench. They be like, they love women. I love women too.
Right.
Kalea's so fine. Her dark chocolate self. What's good, HD? I love that video you did on be Kobe, not LeBronies. I can't have the fake goat over Kobe. I would never say that. MJ have 2 NBA kids, Kobe and AI. Right. Salute. Thanks for the super chat, King Jeffrey. Yeah, I made that video and somebody tried to come and hate. Oh, he demanded a trade. Like, yeah, he demanded a trade. They ain't want to get him no players. Guess what? 2 more rings, top 75. We in the building. Like, nobody want to hear you. They've been hating on Kobe forever. It's like, come on. But they want us to give credit to their person. They want us to give credit to all these propaganda pieces. Somebody had the nerve the other day to tell me, man, Reese is a propaganda piece. I'm like, then why isn't her games on ESPN all the time?
Facts.
And they just looked at me stupid.
Facts.
I'm like, why is she always hated on First Take and all these other shows? Why they only talk about CC then? Like, what are you talking about? Like, come on.
Man, people don't know what they be talking about, man.
They don't, man. It's like, do your research, bro.
Right.
Do your research.
No, people go off of what everybody else say nowadays. People don't want to read and take the time out to do that, man. They just what everybody else saying.
Yep.
Following the media.
I agree, man. The media is stupid as hell. Oh, jump ball. Oh, she got it. Gray, give it back. Give it back to Gray. Kobe, Duncan, and Steph only players to win chips without topping. Yeah. Listen, Steph, listen. The closest to Kobe we had today is Steph. That's it. Kawhi, you could say Kawhi as well. But everybody else ran from the smoke, dog. I mean, we got to be real. They ran.
Fact.
Kobe didn't run from the smoke. He still was there playing, got 2 rings. Somebody tried to come on here and tell me he should have won 8. How? The league wasn't for Kobe, stupid. They were for Bron. They weren't going to allow Kobe to get no 8 rings. Are you kidding me?
Definitely not.
Devin Booker will see Brooklyn, but like I said on that video, Book, if you want to be Kobe, man, stay where you at and build. Stay where you at. Deal with the pressure. Go for the win. In the offseason, take those double teams, man. Get double teamed. It's okay to be double teamed, bro. Do it like Kobe said, man. Shit, I tell him to send 3 more. Send 3 more. They talking about a double team. Shit, I'd have told them to send another person. Remember that interview you had with the Knuckleheads? Q and D Miles asked them, did you get double teamed in like open gym and shootouts and stuff? Like, he was like, oh, absolutely. And what'd you say? I told him to send another one. That's what you do. You accept the challenge. Book got to show me he gonna accept the challenge. Booker got to show me this year. This is your team. This ain't KD's team. This your team. KD, Scottie Pippen. Nigga, that's Pippen. You ain't. If you want to show you ain't Pippen, you got to step up. It's your team, bro.
Yeah.
That's why Kobe went beast. Yeah, that's why Kobe went beast. We know why he went beast. He knew he had a guy in Powell that is very skilled, very talented. Powell's probably the most skilled 4 position, or one of the most skilled 4 positions in history. But the problem with him is that he lacked bows. You know, not ball bows. You know what I'm saying? He lacked that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Kobe went beast mode on 2000. It happened to Achilles at that injury. Yeah, if that Achilles wouldn't have happened, they would have caused some noise in the playoffs. God damn, who is this chick in this black, dog? Listen, man. Might have to fly to Atlanta, man, holler at some players.
Yeah.
Shit. The Dream got Indiana at home. They could win that. At Seattle, I think they're gonna lose that. At Las Vegas, that's gonna be a tough game. At LA, they could win against LA, and then they play Phoenix September 3rd. Yeah, went beast mode on them, man. Yeah. Hold on, what's the Phoenix Mercury? Why they ain't trying to show the Phoenix damn schedule? Okay. They got New York, Minnesota, Vegas, Atlanta, and what? Damn, Phoenix got a heater. Shit. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough down the stretch.
It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be some good games watching them.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be some real good games. About to watch this Aces game after this. I gotta pour me some more lit. Shit. Man, dog, I had to get me a new heat, dog. Bought me a heat, dog. One hole 13, the other holder got 15, bro. You feel me? Lock that bitch in, dog. I locked that bitch up first day. I loaded it up, locked it in, caught that bitch back, and guess what? I got infrared on that hole. And I gotta scope it. I got like a little thing at the top where basically, like if I'm pointing it, that bitch locked on, nigga.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm finna go get me a big boy. But I'm trying to holler at Sino because Sino told me you can build them shits from scratch. But I forgot what website he went to. Like you could be on some Ghost Protocol shit.
Shit, you already on some 007 shit.
Right. Come on, did you guys see LeBron in 2018 playoffs without a star on his side? Nobody in the history of the game ever did that. His 2018 run might be the best of all time. What do you mean he ain't? He had Kevin Love on the side of him. What are you talking about? Kevin Love is a star, nigga. What are you talking about? He had Kevin Love on the side of him, and he had a good supporting cast around him. That's why they got where they got to. What are you talking about? He had a team.
He definitely had a team.
King Jeffrey, bang. King Jeffrey. Shh. Like the emoji. Shh. We won't tell nobody. We'll tell nobody about that holder, boy. But yeah, that shit dope. I got two holes. That the dude was like, man, with one hole 13, the other 15. I said, damn, I'm gonna click that 15 in. Ready to go.
Oh yeah, boy.
We're having a fantasy draft, guys. If y'all still trying to get in, y'all got to get in the last day of August, which is what's the last day of August? The 31st, right?
Nope. Last day.
Tina with the free throw. Love is not Gasol or O'Neal, not even Pippen. Kevin Love, you had Kevin Love, you had Tristan Thompson. Y'all had Mozgov, I believe. Didn't y'all have Mozgov? Love is not Gasol or O'Neal. Love is I would take Love over Gasol. Especially O'Neal because he actually had moves. Shaq ain't had no moves. y'all act like he wanted to play with Shaq. Shaq was not as dominant as you guys think. Y'all just watch highlights and stats. Shaq was not dominant. Shaq thing was he played when there was no centers. And he was able to dominate the East because nobody in the East could shut him down. If you go and watch Shaq in the West, Shaq was having trouble in the West against the fours and the fives.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
I just came back from a 2-week vacation in Florida. I had a great time. I drove 4 hours from Lauderdale to Orlando, took the family to Universal Studios, and drove 3 hours back. Yeah, I know you went. You should have gone to Cocoa Beach while you was down there. But that 1 hour drive in the back way, I was doing 85 miles per hour because I had to get out the swamp area at 2 a.m. What, you was scared? You was scared of some gators coming to F with you, King Jeffrey? You ain't want to talk to you ain't want to mess with the gators. You ain't want to mess with the gators. Why you ain't want to mess with the gators? He was old. Who was old? Shaq wasn't old from 99 to 2002. No, Shaq wasn't old. Shaq was in his prime. Shaq got old. Shaq got old. I knew Shaq was done that year they got to the championship against the Pistons. I told everybody, man, Shaq done. And everybody kept arguing with me. And they played in Miami. They lost to I knew they were gonna lose to the Pistons. I told everybody the Pistons was gonna whoop their ass. And then D Wade got hurt. And that definitely knew they were finna get ass whooping. Shaq was dominant from 92 to 2002. No, he wasn't. Shaq was not dominant in 90. How was he dominant in 92 and on, bro? He was getting shut down by Rick Smits. He was getting pushed around. Nigga, Big Country Reeves used to give him the business. That's how bad it was. Big Country Reeves gave him the business. Hakeem was giving him the business. Patrick Ewing was giving him the business. Rodman gave him the business. David Robinson was giving him the business. He was getting the business handled to him. Shaq thing was he was athletic for his size. But if you put Shaq in the half-court offense, he wasn't finna do nothing. Shaq was struggling. That's why Penny and Nick Anderson used to come up big in games because Shaq would have trouble down low, so he'll pass the ball out. And they would knock them shots down. That's why we had to bring Horace Grant in, because Shaq is a terrible rebounder. He's one of the worst rebounding big men in history. Seriously. As a superstar. I'm talking from a superstar level. He was one of the worst rebounders. Shaq even says it himself. Shaq's like, well, I wasn't known for my rebounding and player defense, Ernie. He always say it. So I don't know why y'all get mad at me when I tell y'all. He was a scorer, but he was just big. When Yao Ming came in the league, he got Yao Ming the first couple years. Once Yao Ming learned the game, he started giving him the business. Tim Duncan used to give him the business all the time. All the time. All the time. Like, I'm not lying on Shaq. Shaq was a liability on defense. Shaq was very lazy. He used to get killed on the pick and rolls. Why do you think San Antonio used to beat the Lakers all the time? Why do you think the Kings, they had to screw the Kings in game 6? They had to screw the Kings in game 6 because Mike Bibby was killing them. We can't play defense. He said, I had a Red Bull with a cup of ice blast, AC, and listen to Mobb Deep Murder. Oh, I see you. What you know? Yeah, I forgot you from New York, so I can't tell him that. What you know about that Mobb Deep? Look, son, you know where I'm from, son. Stop, HD. Stop it. That's King Jeffrey. Stop, HD. I mean, that three-peat in the West, Shaq was dominant, draw more foul than everyone, isn't in domination. He got fouls, but he got fouls because he was the superstar. He got superstar calls. But dominant to me is having a complete offense. Dominant to me is having a footwork, able to score from all areas of the floor, able to dominate by skill, able to take over late in games. Shaq didn't take over late in games. That was Kobe. And Shaq used to get in foul trouble all the time. He always got in foul trouble. Plus, he was a liability at shooting free throws. Phil used to sit Shaq down all the time. I don't know why y'all forget about this. Like, Shaq was overrated, bro. I'm not even holding you. Shaq was like the most overrated big man in history. As a superstar, he was overrated. Shaq never could win without a top 5 or top 8 guard in the league. I'm not saying it was other dominant centers. He wasn't the only one, but to act like he wasn't dominant is crazy. He wasn't dominant. He was a good talent. Like Shaq was a great talent. But was he a great player? See, we got to differentiate between talent and player. See, you guys think because somebody was very talented means they were a great player. From the words of the great Coach Prime, you could be talented. You could be the most talented on the field. But are you the best player? Do you play your position correctly? That's the thing. Do you? Shaq talking about he better than Wilt, but can't beat his daddy Akeem. Man, Wilt would split his leg in half. Shaq wouldn't fathom how to play a Wilt. Wilt, for one, would take Shaq out the paint. Wilt would post him up and just start killing him with moves. He would kill Shaq with moves. Then he'll dunk on his ass. Wilt was bigger than Shaq. I don't know why everybody thinks Shaq was big. Wilt was like almost 7'2", 7'3", and had a wingspan damn near almost 7'12", 8 foot.
But see, HD, you gotta respect his opinion. Now we know, you know what I'm saying, he'll get sunned by Wilt. We all know that. But for him to even say that, you know, I
don't respect Shaq's opinion. I don't respect Shaq at all, bro. I just don't. I don't respect him. I think he was the most overrated big man in the league. I think he gets a lot of love because he has a fun personality off the court. He's cool to hang with, and he raps. He make rap CDs, you know, and he makes bullshit movies for the kids. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, to me, I think people love him because of his personality off the court. And I think that sometimes overshadows people's views of him as a player, in my opinion. Shaq vastly underachieved with no centers in the league. He should have been putting up 40 and 20 every night. He wasn't even doing that. He should have put up 40. Yeah, he should have put up 40, 20 every night. Wilt Chamberlain was putting up 60s and 20. That's how you're supposed to dominate when you're bigger than everybody.
Shaq, a lot of people talking about Shaq is the most dominant center of all time, and it's like, stop it.
So who are you taking over Shaq at the center position? I'm taking Wilt. I'm taking Bill Russell. I'm taking Willis Reed. I'm taking Daryl Dawkins. I'm taking Moses Malone. Hold on, I ain't even get to them yet. I'm taking Bill Walton over him too. I'm also taking Bob Pettit. I'm taking Elvin Hayes over him. I'm taking Pat Ewing over him. I'm taking David Robinson over him. I'm taking Yao Ming over him. I'm taking Ben Wallace over him. It's a lot of people I would take over Shaq. It's a lot of people. We already did a list taking a lot of people over Shaq. Shaq's probably a top 15 center of all time. Maybe top 12. He has 4 rings. Okay, Will Perdue got rings too. So should we give Will Perdue love? Will Perdue got rings. Yeah, Shaq was overrated, vastly overrated. If he didn't win, no one would care. Shaq was gonna win. Shaq had the best guards in the league. He went from Penny to Kobe, then to D Wade.
Yep.
You lost me, HD. It's fine. I lose a lot of people. That's cool. I'm glad I lose people.
But also, he tried it with LeBron, but they couldn't even beat Boston. which doesn't make any sense when y'all was up 2-1.
That's Big Diesel, top 3 center all time. That's unleaded. That's unleaded. that's Mr. Unleaded. The lowest can of gas. He like what, 87, 80, 85?
Big bro, and the crazy thing is, a lot of idiots still say Shaq carried Kobe, and it's like, how?
Man, Shaq carried a burger. That's the only thing Shaq carried was a burger and some fries.
Yeah, believe in that nonsense. Talking about he carried Kobe, and it's like,
yeah,
how?
I'm taking Joker
How
over Shaq too.
an
Absolutely. I'm taking
6 miles?
I'm taking Nikolai Joker over Shaq too. Absolutely. He got moves. Joker can score all 3 levels.
I disagree on that one. But he's not good.
And yes, I'm taking Bill Walton over Shaq. Absolutely. I'm talking about on that argument. What argument? What you mean? Best player of the first championships. Statistically, but officially, like player-wise, no, he wasn't. Oh, I'm taking Bill Laimbeer over Shaq too. Absolutely. Talking about 3. Okay, he 3, but does he 3-peat without Kobe? I don't think he does. I could replace Shaq with Tim Duncan. I could replace Shaq with Walton. I could replace him with Bill Russell. Hell, I think they will win more with Bill Russell and Wilt instead of Shaq. Personally, if you give me Kobe, if you give me Kevin Garnett. If you give me Kevin Garnett, they win more. Like, I could put anybody there. No, I'm talking about big men. I could put anybody there. And I got Kobe, man, I'm straight. The disrespect. I don't see it as disrespect. I just see it as truth. I mean, Shaq is not all that to me, dog. Shaq was just big and just offensive foul all game.
Shit.
Like go back and watch the full games where he just offensive fouling people to get his buckets and the refs swallowing his whistle. But see, it's funny to me, in the 90s, the refs knew how to call fouls on him when he was doing it. But then in the early 2000s, they swallow their whistle. It's like, what we doing?
Now you got people that go off of the media.
They know what
and you
they're
got people that really watch the game and they can like dissect the player and how they move. So what you saying, HD, is valid because I remember the hype around Shaq. But my older brother would always say, hey, he ain't as good as you think he is. Like, pay attention to his game. So when I start paying attention to his game, I'm like, yo, you kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you right, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was really like not that good. It was just media. He was hyped up.
Big Diesel was feared. How many sitters can say that about their games? Wilt Chamberlain was feared. He was feared. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was feared. Bill Russell was feared. What are you talking about? Shaq wasn't feared.
Moses Malone was feared.
I'll take Moses Malone over him. Moses Malone would have destroyed Shaq if they played against each other. Oh, yeah, he loved throwing them elbows. He used to get away with it. He got away with throwing them elbows, but when he went against somebody like a Dennis Rodman or a real center like Ewing or Akeem Olajuwon, he wasn't getting away with throwing them bows.
Ben Wallace.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about? Like, Shaq was a scorer. He was a good scorer at the size he was at. Other than that, he wasn't very good defensively. He wasn't very good rebounding. I did a video on Charles Barkley versus Shaquille O'Neal, and I showed you the numbers that Charles Barkley had way better numbers than Shaq, even when he was old. Like, Charles Barkley last 2 years, he out-rebounded Shaq by a lot. If Shaq was so trash, why when he left Kobe, the Lakers were terrible? And when he went to the Heat, they went from middle of the pack team to the finals and won the championship. Yeah, because that's a part of the script, Brooklyn. He went to Miami and took the refs with him. What are you talking about? Did you see how many fouls they were giving Dwayne Wade? Dwayne Wade was getting damn near 30 attempts from the foul line the whole playoffs. Shaq ain't do nothing. The reason Kobe struggled was because they didn't go out and get him any players to help him win. Not only that, the league was done with Kobe. The league wanted to go towards Shaq and Wade. They was promoting that Shaq and Wade instead of Shaq and Kobe. They shitted on Kobe because remember, Kobe had that Colorado case. So they were trying to submerge Kobe. If it wasn't for Kobe going for 81, dropping all these crazy points, Kobe would have never been back in the championship again. Dog, this is a script. It's not about who the best player is. They put you in position to win. So what are you talking about? Everybody know the script. Everybody knew what was going to happen.
Like with LeBron, everybody knew LeBron was.
Bill Russell can score on offense. What are you talking about? Bill Russell can score on offense. You don't know nothing about Bill Russell. Like
the script, everybody knew LeBron was going to Miami. Everybody knew LeBron was going to
the 06, he shot damn near. Dwayne Wade was shooting Michael Jordan numbers at the free throw line. It was terrible. They screwed the Pistons. They screwed the other teams, and they screwed the Mavericks. The Mavericks was beating their ass. The refs came in and started fouling the hell out of everybody. Josh Howard was in foul trouble. Daniels was in foul trouble. Harris was in foul trouble. Nigga, they fouled out the whole perimeter. What are you talking about?
Excuses.
Give Shaq credit for what? What am I giving Shaq credit for? For being there? Okay, we'll give Shaq credit for just showing up. I give him credit. He showed up. I agree with you. Shaq showed up. So I'll give him credit.
Yeah, he robbed us. He had good 2 years with us, and that was it.
He didn't even have a good 2 years. He sucked them 2 years for y'all. What are you talking about? Shaq was done. Shaq was done when they went to that finals against the Pistons. He was done. If it wasn't for Kobe coming from court cases to drop 50 or 60 a game, that team was done. That team was done. Kobe was hitting all these last-second shots. And then D. Fisher saved their ass in the Western Conference Finals. They should have lost to the Spurs. Y'all should have lost twice, 2 years in a row to the Spurs. Derek Fisher saved their ass. Hit that three-point shot after Tim Duncan. Because Kobe hit a last-second shot. Tim Duncan hit a shot. D. Fisher hit the shot to win the game. Shaq was just big. He was big, and there was no centers anymore. When Yao Ming and Ben Wallace came, Shaq wasn't getting away with that shit. So that's what I'm saying. I watched Shaq since LSU. He wasn't even the best college player. Christian Laettner used to give him business in college. Do y'all remember that? Christian Laettner? See, y'all forget about that. Y'all want to get real tonight. Where Christian Laettner was giving them the business. Y'all forget that game. He wasn't dominant that game. Where was the dominance then?
Hold on to the smoke.
No, Bill ain't choose to score a lot. Exactly. Bill didn't score a lot because he had Cousy, Jones, and them. He got his team off. No, he wouldn't have forced the 0-3 comeback. Dog, they were going to have Shaq win. They were done with Kobe. If Kobe didn't change his name to the Black Mamba and become the villain, Kobe would have never been in the finals again. He would have never been in the finals again because they were promoting LeBron around this time. They tried to promote Tim Duncan in the Spurs. Tim Duncan is too boring, and his championship games didn't sell shit. So they were promoting Kobe and LeBron. LeBron kept choking. So he had to go to Miami so he could get to a championship. But by then, they were done with Kobe.
The crazy thing is when
What happened in
LeBron
the
had a
pros?
great,
He was a great talent. Shaq happened in the pros. He was a great talent, but he wasn't a great player. He was a great talent, but he wasn't a great player. He never expanded his game. He just used his athleticism and his size. So when he got older, his game fell to shit because he didn't have no skills to fall back on. Did you notice that Shaq career, like it got shitty after a while, like real fast? Easy for Bill when you play with 8 Hall of Famers.
HD though,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
you gotta realize
it's easy. It's easier for 8 Hall of Famers to play with Bill because when Bill left the court, those 8 Hall of Famers disappeared.
Man.
Just saying, you can go back and watch the games when Bill didn't play. The Celtics were average. You can go back and look it up.
It's a damn shame that the 2004 Lakers had to lose that way. Damn shame.
I'm glad they lost that way. I hated Shaq. Good.
Why you hated that?
Because dog, I don't like people who have so much potential they don't maximize it.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had the talent, the God-given ability. Shaq was great at that. But he never expanded his game. And a lot of times he messed the Lakers up. It's because of him the games were close a lot. Because he was getting killed on the pick and rolls. He was getting killed on the backdoor cuts. And then he was terrible on man-to-man defense. Like, I watched Shaq. Like, I'm not saying this just to say it. Shaq was a stat sheet stuffer. That's it. He's a good stat sheet stuffer. But I put up a video about Barkley versus him. Barkley was a better all-around player and a better clutch player than Shaquille O'Neal. He was. And as they got older, he rebounded the ball better. Yeah, Bill like Tom Brady. Yeah, exactly. Put everyone in position to win. Facts.
That's some like a lot of
I'm a Tracy McGrady fan too. He from Auburndale. He was only a few hours up the street from me. But no, Shaq wasn't dominant. Shaq was just big for nothing. They got to the Eastern Conference. The East didn't have anybody to guard Shaq. If you watch during the Western Conference, outside of that year that they swept the West, Shaq was struggling. Kobe would have to play out of his mind, him and the supporting cast to carry Shaq.
Yeah.
You mean the NFL put him in position to win? NFL put who in position? Tom Brady? No, Tom Brady put the team in position to win. What are you talking about? The NFL never chose Brady, dog. They chose Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning kept choking because he can't play quarterback for shit. He's another overrated bum. But I can't wait to do a video on his bum ass. I'm going to tear him apart because he been out here running his mouth like he was all that. Peyton Manning.
Who?
Out here running around. Peyton Manning out here talking trash like he was a great quarterback. Nigga, please. You was overrated as hell. You let your little brother win it. You let your little brother win as much as you. Your little brother had to beat Tom Brady
I would say Peyton was great, but Peyton wasn't as great as what he think he is.
Man, Peyton was a sack of shit. Eraser head looking mother effer. That nigga head look like an eraser.
He told more than Aaron Rodgers.
No, Aaron Rodgers is worse.
Sharon.
No, Aaron Rodgers is
My
worse.
bad, Sharon.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is way worse. He's way worse than Peyton. Peyton's better than Aaron Rodgers, but yes, Peyton's a sack of shit. He's one of the most overrated players oh my gosh, it's crazy. Every playoffs, this nigga choke. Every playoffs. But then want to come out here and talk bad about, try to act like he was just the best thing since sliced bread. Like, all right. So you act like you ain't have Harrison or Wayne. You ain't have Edgerrin James. You ain't have Jeff Saturday. You ain't had that line. You ain't had Dallas Clark. Come on, man. Stop playing.
Oh, you didn't have Joseph Adai?
Talk to him. Dominic Rhodes. Bob Sanders had to come back and save y'all to win that damn Super Bowl. Come on.
Dwight Freeney.
Robert Mathis. Telling you, dog. No, they not the same. Peyton Manning better than Aaron Rodgers. Way better than Aaron Rodgers.
He got more heart. He just choked.
We saying,
Like,
man, that media is something else, boy.
This why I don't understand about Peyton, right? Go back to the Super Bowl against the Saints. My dog, you could have won that chip, but you choked and trying to do a no huddle offense, and then every time you snap the ball, you don't think. You just want to throw. The first person you see, you just want to throw. Like, bro, you gotta think. You was not a great field general like that.
Peyton Manning's problem is he couldn't read front sevens. He couldn't read front seven. So when he played against a team like the Steelers, the Patriots, and the Chargers, what defense did those three teams run?
3-4.
Exactly. He struggled against the 3-4 defense. He couldn't read front sevens, and he was not a high motion guy.
Yeah, I mean, he could have been better, man, because I don't think he completely sucked. The dude, he could have definitely did better and learned more. But, some people just, like he been saying, he's so good. He was so good back then. But I remember that motherfucker being trash.
Hey, F-bomb. F-bomb.
Yeah, my bad.
That's because there's other great players. You can have multiple dominant players. He's not a dominant player, Brooklyn. Yes, those were great teams. The West was stacked, but he's not a dominant player. He sucked at free throws. He sucked at defense. See, y'all only focus on one side of the ball. Michael Jordan would be considered a dominant player. You know why? He played both sides of the ball. He put fear in people. Wilt Chamberlain put fear in people. This guy ain't put no fear in nobody. He only played one side of the ball.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Muhammad, they tried to choose Peyton Manning. They chose Peyton Manning.
Wilt Chamberlain even said this. I talked to Jordan and I told him they made rules to stop him from scoring. They made rules to help you win championships.
Yeah, exactly. They did that to Shaq. They helped Shaq win championships. They was pushing the Lakers. They was pushing the Lakers them first 3 championships. Everybody knew that. They screwed everybody. Like, y'all guys think this is real. It's not about who the best team or the best players are. They pick who's the most popular players. They don't care who's great. They pick the player that they feel is marketable. That's what they do.
Because I think before Kobe, Grant Hill, they was promoting Grant Hill, but Grant Hill got hurt.
No, they were promoting Grant Hill and Penny during that time. Mike came back. They start pushing Mike. They were going to start pushing. They were going towards Grant and Penny, but Allen Iverson happened. When Allen Iverson crossed Michael Jordan, he skipped all them other niggas. He started becoming the people's champ. They was trying to push Kobe and Shaq onto the masses. The masses chose Allen Iverson. Nobody chose Kobe and Shaq then. Allen Iverson was being chosen. They had to change defenses to stop Allen Iverson because he was a scoring machine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ran the 3-4.
Allen Iverson changed the game, but nobody want to give him credit. Nobody want to give him credit.
But mainstream don't want to give him credit. HD, who your top 5 quarterbacks of all time? Moon, Brady, McNair, Favre, and and number 5, I think I have
Kurt Warner.
No, he's probably top 20. Hold on, I got Moon. Oh man, I skipped. Oh, excuse me. I got Moon, Brady, Marino, no, McNair, Marino, and then Favre. Aaron Rodgers struggles. Aaron Rodgers struggles against defenses that keep him in the pocket. He's not good at throwing from the pocket. That's why he's always rolling to his right or rolling to his left. Patrick Mahomes did it better. Brady was 28-3 was scripted as well. No, that shit wasn't scripted. The problem was Kyle Shanahan stopped running the ball. Have you noticed the same guy who's gotten in these Super Bowls and lost near the end of the game? Kyle Shanahan's the reason that Brady and them came back. He stopped running this damn ball. Ain't have nothing to do with the script. If you're throwing the damn ball and not running it, he's done it against Mahomes twice. They should have won this last Super Bowl. This dumbass trying to put it in Purdy's hands. And Purdy failed. So what are you talking about? I watched that whole game.
The 49ers got screwed.
David Stern tried to screw the Rockets twice in the mid-90s. Oh, absolutely. We know he did.
And the 2000s.
We know he did.
But see, HD, this is what I don't understand. It's like the league could have promoted Allen Iverson versus Kobe rivalry.
They could have, but they didn't know how to. They didn't know how to sell. They didn't know how to. They were scared of Iverson. They thought Iverson meant thuggish and gangster. They were scared.
He's a thug.
Right. Kyle Shanahan choked the game like he choked last year's Super Bowl. Like, what are we talking about?
How do you go 28? How do you go up 28
based
to 3?
On filling achievements? It's off of ability. Moon throws the ball way better than Brady. You kidding me? Moon had 3 receivers that were mid-tier all over 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards. The reason Moon and them lost was because of their defense. They didn't have no defense. But as far as throwing ability, Moon had the strongest arm of any quarterback. I would say Marino and Johnny Unitas are up there in his realm of throwing the ball. Great debate. Good night, morning. All right, Brooklyn, I'm gonna holler at you later. Brett Favre pissed me off a lot. He didn't piss me off because when he threw the pick, I'd be happy. Good job, Favre.
They could have, but see, a Super Bowl that they was going to promote was Favre's last ride, him going against Peyton, the passing of the torch.
That's what I'm saying, Cheyenne. If you keep choking, dog, the script just ain't for you. They should have won last year's Super Bowl. He choked. He started giving it to Purdy. I'm like, why would you put Purdy in that situation?
That was definitely a mistake.
Yeah, it's like, why would you put Purdy in that predicament? You kept putting the ball in your quarterback's hands when you have the top running back, one of the top running backs in the league. Then you didn't even throw the ball to George Kittle at all. Arguably the best tight end in the game. Then defensively, Nick Bosa, dumbass, kept running inside instead of playing outside contain or cut back boot reverse. And then when Greenlaw got hurt, the whole defense went to shit.
Yep.
Well, we know that, Felton. Like, everybody know that. Like, we know that. Like, I don't. You told me something I've been on. They call that a foul? Shanahan was told to lose again. Ask yourself why he will never get fired. He ain't never gonna get fired because he the one who brought John Lynch in. He brought John Lynch in. Him and his daddy run the damn organization. That's why he ain't getting fired.
Thanks.
They didn't ask him to lose. And then the Ravens lost the game because the damn offensive coordinator got paid off, allegedly. That's why they lost the game. And plus, the refs, they allowed the Ravens to hold the receivers past 5 yards. And their offensive line was holding the whole damn game. That wasn't no script or nothing. That was just straight blatant cheating. We know what happened that game. They screwed the Ravens. That was the league's doing. They ain't have nothing to do with the script saying, oh, Lamar do this. No, they were screwing the Ravens the whole game. They was holding They were holding Zay Flowers past 5 yards. They was holding all the receivers. Aguilar was the only one who could break off for the damn hold and get open, and he was dropping passes because he can't catch. Yeah, the coach chooses Aon Lamar, of course. Exactly. They fired the black coach when the black coach got into the Super Bowl by his defense. Just dumb stuff, dog. It had no damn script. It ain't no script. The damn script is the league. They come in with the refs and they screw the team. Know what's going on. They ain't run no script for the Ravens. No, they screwed the Ravens. And they paid the OC off. Allegedly. All this allegedly.
Quote unquote.
Because he only ran the ball 3 times. Called 3 running plays. When you lead the league in rush attempts and rushing yards. Then all of a sudden, the offensive line for the Chiefs, they had 0 holding penalties for the whole playoffs. Really? When we just saw in the Jumbotron against the Ravens, they held the D-line every damn play. That's why the D-line was about to fight them. That's why they started fighting their ass. Because they kept holding. Ain't got nothing to do with no damn script. Dog, if they had a script, bruh, why would they have a script? Nobody's finna do. The script is them and the referees. The referees control the game. They control the outcome of the game. They go towards the betting lines. They try to keep it within 5 or over 5 or under 5. That's what they try to do. Has nothing to do with a written script. Oh, this coach supposed to do this. No. Kyle Shanahan is just a terrible situational coach. He is. You can't blow 3 Super Bowls and it's a script. Like, damn, so you just you just a new Mark Levy. It's crazy. Oh, good big girl move, Fisa. Oh, here come Asia. Passes. Zay Flowers fumble hurt me. I mean, yeah, but Zay Flowers got too greedy. He should have covered the ball up when diving. If he would have got stopped at the 1, they could have punched it in next play. He got too greedy. And Linus Swede, who I kept telling everybody was a great corner, knocked the ball out of his hands to get the fumble. There you go, Gustafsson. Gustafsson hitting. Oh, good defense.
Yeah. It be too much politics. It's a lot of politics in sports now.
Yeah,
So,
too much politics. They going with the popular person now. They don't go with the best players anymore, dog. All that shit dead. They done killed sports. Sports used to have so much parity in it. Now it's predictable, dog. It's like trash. How much control these players have? Do some players sell games? Yeah, they sell games. Dog, that's, you know how long that's been going? Yeah. Yeah.
that's been going on.
That's been going on. Like, dog, there's players who shave points. There's players who, you know, do a lot of stuff. All of that stuff goes on, bro. That shit been going on before the game. Y'all see, the problem is we got too many people putting out dumbass theories. And then the next person grabs it and runs with the shit. It's like, come on. LJ's triple coverage interception hurts the most. Yeah, it hurts the most because he tried to make a play. He saw Isaiah Likely. He didn't see the guy underneath him or in back of him. But the problem is the referees allowed the damn Chiefs to hold the whole goddamn game. They screwed the Ravens just like they screwed the damn Lions. They screwed the Lions in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not. Yes, is the game scripted? Yes. Who controls it? The league and the referees. The players don't know shit. Players don't know nothing.
Oh.
Now some players will be in on it. They may tell certain players, like they was trying to say, "Oh, Eli Manning," like so. I'm like, look, man, Tom Brady ain't know about no damn script. Because Tom Brady ain't losing no damn Super Bowls. He don't give a damn who you trying to get to win. What happened in that Super Bowl is Bill Belichick's defense down the stretch choked. Asante Samuel dropped the damn interception that would have ended the game. That was on Asante Samuel. And he's been bitter every year because Belichick got rid of him. Nigga, I'd have got rid of you. You dropped the game-winning pick. You cost us a Super Bowl. You got everybody out here thinking Eli goddamn great quarterback. I'm telling people you didn't see the game. Eli threw the ball right to Asante Samuel. He dropped the damn ball. Like an idiot. I'm looking like, bruh, really? You dropped the ball, dog? Really? Dumb shit. He said, have you ever heard of the 1919 White Sox? What happened with the 1919 White Sox? I'll take Eli Manning in the clutch over Mr. Big Forehead Manning. Everybody will take Eli in the clutch, but was it? I mean, Eli made some plays down the stretch. I mean, cool, but Eli barely made it to the playoffs. He was a clutch game manager. Hold on, what is you saying, Strictly? Say you want to get in here, Strictly. Don't be with the BS. No, Eli's not in my Hall of Fame at all. Eli is a scrub. He does not make my Hall of Fame. The only reason he getting in the Hall of Fame is because his last name's a Manning. They threw the World Series for money. Look it up. Okay, I'm gonna do that, Nerdy Blue. I might put that on my Patreon. Thanks. But yeah, there's been people to throw games before and stuff like that. Shit's not new. I don't know why everybody try to make it seem like that's new or something.
Big
Somebody
bro,
threw the game. Like, yeah, I can see it.
big bro, what you mean? Don't come in here with that BS.
You know what I mean?
No, sir, I don't.
Yes, sir, you do.
Yo, y'all
Sir.
crazy.
Oh, okay. You know what? What's understood don't have to be explained, sir.
Correct.
Oh
You learn.
man. Yes, sir.
I gotta go cash this check.
Hey, HD. Once we go, once we get in the background, I got something to tell you.
About what? Oh, that thing earlier?
Yeah.
No. Okay, hold on. What